Morning.
Boss. Okay, no weapons.
No weapons. Set. tight?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'll pull it. Just want to make sure I'm not spilling anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to put that apple juice in there because it looks like it's going to spill. These two things will definitely spill.
Oh my God.
How was your cruise?
It was great.
It was,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best. It's the best cruise. I mean,
It was
Disney
our
is
first
the best.
cruise, so now it's set the bar for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with Disney.
But I will say, like, the amount of time we spent there was just perfect. Because if you stay too long, you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. I believe that they're the leaders. Believe it or not, they're the leaders. See how fast it was to get on and off the ship too.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the leaders in embarkation, disembarkation.
That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Facial recognition. They're they actually license all their software to all the other cruise lines.
Oh wow.
They mastered that from their parks.
Right.
So when you go to Orlando, when you walk in there and buy a ticket, they immediately attach your face to your driver's license. They immediately do a background check on you.
Wow.
And if you got some issues, they're following you around that park electronically. They're giving you a bracelet with the GPS on it. So all that technology they use to keep the kids safe at the park, they use it on their ships.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard during the pandemic, when everything was shut down, all the other cruise lines all got together with Disney, and Disney licensed their software to all the other cruise lines. So now they're all pretty fast. But before the pandemic, only Disney was fast, meaning you'd be off the ship by 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Where everybody else is 9:30, 10, sometimes even later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was definitely, even though our kids didn't go to the kids club as often, like the kids, daycare.
Yeah.
Just like there were hand washing stations for the kids. Just
Yeah.
how they pay attention to orientate everything around the kids.
Yeah, the ship is built, it's the only ship that's built for kids.
Yeah.
Versus the opposite is the Virgin ship that's built for adults. Every other ship besides Disney and Virgin are built for everyone. And when you have kids, you kind of always want to make them the priority. So
Yeah.
the other ships, if they're built for kids and adults, the kids are never a priority.
Yeah.
Right, so only Disney. That's what I said, only Disney. We're going to the Fort Lauderdale airport, right?
Yes, we are.
Fort Lauderdale, okay.
But definitely a lot of bars in that cruise ship for a cruise built for kids, for sure.
Yeah.
Decent amount.
I think
Is
there's
there a
at
casino?
least
Is there a
10.
casino on there?
No,
no
casino.
casino.
Yeah.
They had like a bingo.
Well, you know why? Because if you think about it, the reason why they're the most expensive is because they don't make really as much income as because of the casino, right? The other cruise lines make money every cruise from casinos. They probably look at it from week to week. Oh, we made $500,000 in the casino this week, right? Or we made $2 million that 3-day weekend. And they must always look at that, right? They're never losing money. I mean, one person could win, but in general, the whole casino is making a lot of money every cruise, right? So they're missing out on that income,
Yeah.
and the bars, because there's not going to be heavy drinkers on Disney cruises.
Yeah.
They're not partying in the nightclub like they would be on Carnival.
true.
So Carnival, usually has the biggest bar tab, and usually they're making the most money on drinks. I'd say all the other cruise lines are making money from drinks, but a lot from the casino.
Yeah.
And then Disney is not making money from the casino or the bar, so they have to charge higher for the tickets. And that's why Disney's probably the most expensive cruise. Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, it's like $500 a day or something, like that, something.
Yeah, I mean, like having everyone entertained is definitely that was priceless.
Was there times that you left the kids alone and without any parent supervision, or no?
No, I mean, if you drop them off at the kids club, yeah, then they'll have.
But you didn't do that.
We did a
we
little.
tried.
We tried.
It's hard, right?
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
that age, they're less than 2 years old, right?
Right.
Yeah. At that age, it's hard. Yeah.
It's not like it's the school they go to every day where they know everybody there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of parents look to the fact that they can just go there and leave them
I know,
alone.
and leave them alone.
A lot, but when they're older, like
Yeah.
when they're 4,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, and the kids just want to be on their own anyway at 4, right? So
Yes, yes.
parents go there for a week, leave the kids alone, and they do their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the shows themselves were already Broadway.
Yeah, they're Disney shows. Yeah, the same as the theater. Same as matter they go back and forth. A lot of them come from Cape Canaveral. So Cape Canaveral's where the Disney Treasure is, and the Disney Wish. We have the Destiny and we have the Dream here. So the same ones that do the Disney parks do Cape Canaveral and Fort Lauderdale shows. They fly in and out. I've picked up a couple of the entertainers at the airport and brought them to the ships.
That's so great.
And with all the suitcases full of all the costumes.
Wow.
Yeah, they fly back and forth from Orlando to here just to get on this ship. And then when the ship leaves, comes back, they go back to the airport to get on another ship that's leaving out of Cape Canaveral. So because they don't want to keep the same shows on every ship.
Right,
So they switch the shows, every couple of weeks.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, because then you can come back on the Disney Dream and not see the same show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would never want to go back on the same ship.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so they switch it up. And you can look at what show and what performers, you can kind of look it up who's on that ship. So then, if you keep track of it, you'll always get a different kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
It is very cool. Yeah. I hear the best things I hear about is from Disney cruises when I speak to passengers.
Yeah, we all got seasick though. That was fun.
Oh, really?
Yep. Like just the
And
energy.
another thing that does happen on Disney ships, because Disney ships are small.
Oh, compared to everything else.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 3, 4, 5,000
the Dream is
people.
supposed to be the biggest here.
No, I think the Destiny's
Oh, Destiny's big?
Destiny's biggest.
Was that right?
Yeah, I think so.
I was told that. But that wasn't
maybe.
official.
Yeah, maybe. I think it is the Dream. Yeah. I mean, sorry, I think it is the Destiny.
The
Yeah.
Destiny,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
When the ship's
not sure.
bigger, it handles the waves more. Yeah. So the big mega ships, like the Royal Caribbean ships, nobody ever gets sick. But the smaller ones, Disney is considered a small ship, even though there's probably 5,000 people on there, 4,000 people, whatever it is.
yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the ship or if it was the waves.
They're making ships different now. Disney likes to make it look like a pirate ship, so it likes to have that long, skinny bow.
Yeah.
But in a way, they say that that's not the most seaworthy vessel.
Yeah.
The ones that have the round fronts,
Yeah.
they say are better. So all the new ships, if you really look at the new ships, except Disney, they all have round fronts. But Disney, because of its tradition, and they want to make it look like a yacht, kind of really classic looking.
Yeah.
It looks unbelievable, that ship, right? I mean, when you look at them next to the other ships, it looks like it has like 300 feet of just point.
Yeah,
And the other ships, and that's kind of wasted space for the cruise line industry, right? So they're making round fronts, and they say it's more aerodynamic in a way, and it cuts through the waves better. It's more, you get more use of the space. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty
that
interesting.
makes sense.
Yeah, the
They're
Virgin
more
ship.
slender.
Yeah, the Virgin ship is the most roundest ship I ever seen.
Oh wow.
That one, if you look at the picture of that, there's actually portholes within 50 feet of the front of the ship. Where there, it's got to be 300 feet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So the front of the ship is like that, and then there's a porthole right there, right at the front. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. They want all the people who are drinking not to get even more sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can drink more.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, think about it. If you look at ships that were made 150 years ago, they look a lot like the front of the Disney ships.
Yeah.
With that long point.
Yep.
And only recently, in the last 5 to 10 years, these new ships have been coming out, the new ones, and they all have these kind of cool looking, kind of like they made all the new cars look cool in the front that are electric.
Yeah.
It looks that the new ships all have this round front,
Yeah.
and that's why I asked it was a chief purser for Norwegian Caribbean. And I asked him, why are they, it was in the van driving into Miami Airport. I said, why are they making all the ships with round fronts? And he's the one that told me what happened. He's the one that told me. He says they always knew that was better, but people like the look of a ship when it's got a big point in the front. It took them a while to say, okay, it doesn't matter what people like. We're going to do what's best for the industry and best for the seaworthiness and all that.
Yeah, when you're in the cruise, you don't really look at the boat anymore.
Yeah.
Curious, so we have plenty of hours to chill at the airport because
How
our
many?
flights are at like 5.
Oh,
Are there things else around?
No,
right
but
near
you
it?
should have told me. But I could still do it, even though I would have had this.
worries.
I would have had this conversation before I got into the airport. But I could do a drop-off tour with you today, meaning I hold the luggage and drop you off at the beach, the mall, or the casino, and then I pick you back up at 2:30 or something, and then bring you back to the airport. And the price of that is the same as the one-way. So I don't know what you paid for the one-way, but whatever you paid for this
Yeah.
trip, if you want to pay one more time, I can do it because I'm slow today. So other than that, I don't know what else you're going to do but stay in the airport, because once you get here, you're not walking out of the airport.
Yeah,
You
that-
could
that-
take an Uber
Yeah.
maybe, and then it's going to be too early for them to take your luggage, and they don't have luggage storage at this
But we can store our luggage inside the back of your.
Yeah, I would.
trailer?
Yeah, I would
You're okay
leave.
with that?
In other words, I would drop you off at the
Yeah.
beach, the mall, the casino.
Yeah.
I would come back around maybe 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
and then I would bring you back to the airport like we are right now. And I would charge you whatever I have to look, whatever you guys paid. That
Yeah.
would be the one you have to pay one more time.
Yeah.
And I would say with the kids, you can go to the beach because the kids like the beach. You can go to the mall. You can go to Dave and Buster's. You know what Dave and Buster's is?
Dave and Buster's. I mean, I think the mall sounds reasonable. Do you think the mall will be entertaining?
Yeah, the
for-
mall open, the Aventura Mall or the Galleria Mall. The Aventura Mall is much more entertaining. That's in North Miami Beach. That also has a movie theater in there. The Galleria Mall is our mall in Fort Lauderdale, and it's kind of weak.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of weak. The best thing about it has an Apple store, but it's kind of weak.
Yeah.
It's kind of weak. Yeah, it's
What
not.
time? If our flight boards at like 5:30ish or something,
You
like,
need to be there at 4 o'clock. I mean, an hour and a half before.
because we still have to check in our luggage.
I know, but you could be there 2 hours before. But that's most people that I pick up and that are locals that I drop off at the airport, it's usually an hour and a half. I drop them off an hour and a half before their flight, and they're fine. So it all depends on how long you want to spend wherever I'm dropping you off, or how long you want to spend in the airport. But yeah, I would
How much
say
is the trip?
It was one way. I think it was 100 or something.
100 something.
I'll look right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I paid 220. Yeah.
You paid $120 one way.
Yeah.
So if I do it like, it's called the drop-off tour. If I do a drop-off tour, it'll cost $120.
Okay, we'll do it.
All right.
Sorry about that. I mean, we're down to hang out too. It's just more of, yeah.
No, you should. I mean, and the price is right. I mean, you should do that. You should do it. So okay, so the first we have time to discuss exactly what the options are. So if you're going to go to the mall and you want to go to the mall, the Aventura Mall would be the best mall. That's like one of the best malls in the country.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest shopping there because it's very expensive,
Yeah.
but it's a great mall. It's got 2 levels. It's huge, and it's got a movie theater. It's got restaurants. It's got a top-level food court that people sit and charge their phones. It's got a little outside area of that food court where probably is where I would drop you off, because there's a little outdoor area where all kids have these little hacky sack games and all this
Yeah.
stuff, where a lot of parents let their kids go play in this little outside area right outside the mall. So the mall, if you're going to go to the mall, I would drop you off at the. It's in Miami, but
that's far.
it's North Miami, so it's about I would say we can get there in about, it's rush hour. It'll probably take about 40 minutes to get there.
40 minutes.
Yeah, about 35, 40 minutes, because it is rush hour, and I do have to take the highway. But I'd rather take you to a good mall because you're going to be there a long time, than take you to a mall that's not as good, that you're going to be bored with after an hour.
Yeah, because the beach, I don't know if we could last long enough and have food and all that stuff too. Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
go to
The mall.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want, just get your phone out, Google Aventura Mall. You could see the map. It'll tell you where everything is. I'll be dropping you off at the food court,
Okay.
and or I could drop you off at the Apple Store. The 2 places I pick people up and drop people off over there is either the food court, which is when I have to go into the parking garage, or the Apple Store, which is down on the first level. And I believe the mall. Let me just double check. I believe the mall opens at 10 o'clock, and there's a supermarket called Publix
Okay.
right there. So
Okay,
a lot of people actually, I drop them off at the Publix. If I get there before 10 o'clock, I drop them off at the Publix. They go inside the Publix, they grab a bottle of water or whatever they want, and then by the time they finish checking out of Publix, they walk it's in the same area, and then they walk to the mall. So
Okay.
maybe I'll show you that. Let me just double check what time this mall opens today.
Do you think when you pick us up, it's gonna take? Yeah, we might have to allot for the traffic too, right?
Yeah, I think we'll probably take the streets there. We could take the streets there too. Okay, so it opens up at 10 a.m.
Okay.
We could take the streets. Maybe we'll do that. Let's just take the streets instead of taking the highway. Because during rush hour, it's the highway that'll really block us up. We'll take the streets. This street right here, it says, see that number 1?
Yeah.
That's the same street that the mall's on. It's called
okay.
Federal Highway.
Okay.
It's a highway that actually goes up and down the East Coast, but it's not really a highway, it's a street.
Oh.
But they call it a highway. So we're gonna take that street. We're gonna take it south. So it says, see, it's the south to 1. We're gonna take that street all the way to the mall, and then when we come back, we'll take that street north all the way to the airport. So we won't have to take the. Yeah, we won't
At
have.
least it'll be a scenic drive.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it will be. I'll give you something else that's kind of fun to do too, if you're feeling adventurous.
Uh-oh.
You ever heard of the Bright Line?
No.
The Bright Line is the fastest train in America.
Oh my goodness.
And Richard Branson started it about 5 years ago.
Of course he did.
It's a yellow, fast train that he brought from Europe. And it's on a track just like this, though this isn't the Bright Line track, but it's on a track like this. And they just added a stop at Aventura, which is where we're going. So right where the mall is, across the street, there's a train station.
Oh,
and
wow.
and you buy you got to go to brightline.com. I'm pretty sure you can buy the ticket from the website, but I do it from the app, the Brightline app. And if you buy a ticket, they have first class tickets and second class tickets. When you get a first class ticket, you get a square barcode on your phone, and you're allowed, when you go in the terminal, that square barcode opens up a glass wall where it's all free food and drinks inside.
Oh wow.
And then when you get on the train, the stewardess comes up, or I don't know what she's called, but she comes up with a cart, and when you show her your barcode, she lets you eat and drink for free out of the cart. And then what that'll do is you could take it north or south. You could take it north to Fort Lauderdale, then you could stay on it and go north to Palm Beach, or you could take it south, which the next stop would be downtown Miami. So it might be, if you feel like taking a train ride and looking out the window or getting out, walking around, the trains come like every 15-20 minutes. So basically when you buy the ticket, you can also buy the return ticket.
I see.
So it's just something to consider if you have a lot of time, and
Yeah, thank you.
yeah,
That's
you can eat they have little sandwiches depending on what time of day. That's the food that they serve you. And then when you buy the ticket, it's kind of free, unlimited food. It's kind of cool. When I go down to Miami to do my permitting and stuff, since I drive all the time, I don't drive to Miami for that. I take the Bright Line. So I park at the Fort Lauderdale parking lot, get on the Bright Line, take it to downtown Miami, walk to the building that I have to go to, and then when I'm sitting in the building, I never know how long it's going to take because there's a line. And then right about when I'm ready to walk out of there, I just go on the app and I just catch the next train, and I buy it right there from the app. There it is, right there. That's it, right there.
Oh.
It just started going to Orlando. That's why it says Kissimmee. So he bought all the real estate, like from Palm Beach to Orlando, which is far. It's 3 hours. He bought houses and buildings.
Oh my gosh.
Bought them all up just to snake that train track up
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Billions of dollars, yeah, billions. He built his own train. They let him put his own train track. That train track is the second track. There was only one track here. One of them is just for Brightline.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know why? Because it goes. It's got an engine on both sides. So once it goes to the end, it just goes back this way.
Yeah.
It goes like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Most trains got to turn around. This one
Yes.
just goes like this.
That's cool.
It's cool. Yeah. So might be something to consider. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's great to know.
Yeah. It's great to know also that if you ever end up down here and want to go to Disney World, that's where that Kissimmee is, Disney World.
Okay.
So say he did it specifically for us to go to Disney World and for the people at Disney World to come to the cruise ships. So people fly into Orlando with their kids, spend 3 days in Orlando, then they get on that Bright Line and then they go on a cruise down here.
Got it.
So I pick up passengers at the Bright Line with their luggage, mostly coming from Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These hacks.
I like 2 hours. I like 2 hours. Yeah, with kids. So we have to factor in another 40 minutes for the pickup.
All right. So
So if we
if you want to figure, to be safe, you want to be really safe, you could figure 45 minutes to an hour from the mall to the airport.
okay.
So then I would pick you up 3 hours before your flight.
Yeah.
If that's like very safe, right? Very safe.
So that would be 3 yeah.
3 hours. I would pick you up
Before
3.
boarding or 3 hours before taking?
No, your departure. Yeah, departure time. 3 hours before your
That's
departure.
5:30, right?
Our boarding is 5:30, but our flight is 6.
Same with us.
Yeah.
So if it was 6, then I probably would pick you up at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And then you'd get there around the latest 4, right? And then you'd have 2 hours before your flight. That's really, it would make sense. But if you let me know. 3 o'clock probably to me is very safe.
Okay.
If you want to do 3 o'clock.
It's nice to have internet again. There was a
Oh yeah.
we didn't have any on their ship.
Really?
Sure. Yeah. You have to pay for it. So
Oh.
it's like, meh.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. I didn't know that.
Our flight, 6 o'clock. So yeah. I think makes sense. Yeah.
All right, I'll put you in for 3 o'clock. And you can pay, if you're going to pay by credit card, you pay online. If you want to pay me cash when I drop you off, that's cool. You don't have to pay this moment. But if you did want another invoice and pay by credit card, I can do that. If you just want to go online and make the $120 payment, you can do that too.
Okay.
But it's up to you. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you want an invoice with a payment link, I have to create that and text it to you. If you just want to go on floridashuttlevans.com and make a $120 payment, that's fine too. Or if you want to pay me $120 cash when I drop you back off at the airport, that's fine too.
Okay.
Just let me know what you want to do.
I mean, it was easier to PayPal you at the time, so let me see if I can just send you one.
Yeah, so if you go to floridashuttlevans.com, there's a green button that says payment, and you should be able to click that and make a payment. Yeah.
Okay. Can we? I'll pay you when we get picked up and stuff. Is
That's
that okay?
fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So, do you live in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I live not too far from the cruise ships.
Oh, that's nice.
Right by the beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Are you originally from Florida?
No, I'm from New York.
Okay, yeah, you totally sound New York. But,
Yeah. Yeah, I've been here since the 90s.
Nice.
Yeah. I went to Orlando to go to school in 1991,
Yeah.
and then when I finished school, I didn't go back to New York. I stayed in Orlando for a couple of years, and then once I experienced South Florida, coming from Orlando to go to South Florida, I never went back to Orlando, and I just stayed down here.
Yeah.
And I've lived everywhere from Boca Raton down to Miami, and now I live in Fort Lauderdale Beach. And Fort Lauderdale Beach is an unbelievable area, and so I feel very lucky to be living there.
Yeah.
I feel it's the best place in the world to live.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like everything is right there. You know, you got your within a couple of miles. You got your beach. You got your downtown. You got your cruise ships. You got your airport. You got your train. You got your casino, Hard Rock Casino. It's like a Vegas style casino.
That's nice.
So everything that you would want if you're a person that wants to be in a like a capitalistic active lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's Fort Lauderdale. Everything is so close, right next to each other,
So great.
and it's all of South Florida is booming right now, where they're building apartment buildings. They're knocking down office buildings and building apartment buildings. Matter of fact, I don't even remember this building going up. This building is probably not even finished yet. Yeah, that building's under construction. So this is what's going on everywhere from pretty much everywhere from Boca Raton, with Palm Beach, all the way down to Miami. Is they're knocking down buildings, and and developers are just coming here from all over the world, building what you see right here.
Oh, nice.
So all those they're not condos, those are rentals,
Yeah.
and they start at like $2,800 for a 1-bedroom. So it's kind of expensive for people that don't live here, but if you live here, like these guys are working on it right now. See them?
Yeah.
So this is going to be the name of it. It's going to be called 21 Hollywood Rental. See, now leasing, and this is Hollywood, Florida.
Oh,
So this was a little strip mall. This will probably get demolished next, because they do one at a time.
Yeah.
So that developer is probably scheming with another developer to steal this from somebody,
Fair.
and all they do, and this is not a great area. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not across the street from the high school.
Yeah.
Who wants to be across the street from a high school? And you're on a main street,
Yeah.
which maybe is okay. I mean, sometimes they're building them on the train tracks, which we're gonna actually pass. So those buildings are downtown Hollywood. It's a
Yeah.
giant circle, which is pretty cool. And in Hollywood, there's 3 circles. There's one by the beach, and then there's one here, and there's one out west. So if you look at the overhead, let me see if you can see it here. No, you can't see it there. But anyway, this is downtown Hollywood, and this is getting redeveloped also. So everything now that we're going to see from here all the way to Aventura is all you're going to see. A lot of these buildings being popped up, and that's what's happening. Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Hollywood. This is in between now. So right now we're in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami.
Okay, yeah.
There's a couple of cities that are in between.
Got it.
But and Aventura is a city, but it's a city in Miami. So right now this is Hollywood, which is a city, but it's a city in Broward County, which is considered Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, this road goes all the way to Key West.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If we stayed on this,
Straight shot,
if we stayed on this road, it'd take us 5 hours. But
Yeah.
if you stayed on this road and kept going straight, it would stop all the way at the end. It would stop 90 miles from Cuba. It would stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah. There's a buoy there that says the southernmost point of the United States, and this road goes right to that buoy. Yeah.
How do you manage the weather here? Obviously, it looks nice right now, but
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
We only get, well, it's good and bad. We'll get a good month or 2 of great weather, and it's usually the best weather in the country, but it's only 2 months.
Okay.
And out of that 10 other months, it's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's as bad as Arizona and Vegas, but it's humid, it's hot. You have to be in AC all the time, unless you got this Caribbean blood, which a lot of people do. I don't. I'm European. I don't like the heat. I like the cold. And you have to be in AC. Like the mall's going to be freezing probably. I mean, they know, this mall knows that. Like, see, the building is something else here. You see another high rise right here. See,
Yeah, another one.
939 Hollywood, right? And these are all kind of brand new. Within the last 10 years, all of these went up. This is a hotel, Cirque Hollywood, Cirque Hotel, but all of these are all rentals, and these are all pretty new.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is the circle I was telling you about, the Hollywood Circle. This is downtown Hollywood right here. I don't think anybody moved into that one either. That one just got built right there. That one's still empty, I believe. That one just got built. Yeah, these. It looks like some people did move in, so this is already open.
Now easy.
Yeah, and that one's open too. This one just got built too. Probably the same developer because they were both built at the same time. Yeah, this one just opened, and then that one just opened too. So there's 3 of them right here that just opened. Right, 1, 2, 3. So we have a lot of people wanting to live here, and obviously these developers, they have their research and know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And they know if we build it, they will come, and that's what they're doing now. They're knocking down stuff and building rentals. Nobody's buying houses anymore. The houses are too expensive. I mean, the average house, even in this is Hollywood, the average house is probably $800,000 for a small 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Even these houses are built in the 40s down here, with all cast iron pipes that corrode underneath the foundation that you eventually got to get fixed. Costs a fortune to fix them. But these are very old homes, and they're probably $800,000. So people don't want to live in a small little house that you got to fix up, and then pay $800,000, and then pay crazy mortgage interest rates, and then you got your taxes are high. They're trying to do something with the taxes now. So it's better just to rent. Even if you're saying, wow, you're paying $2,800 for a 2-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
But look, you know what they're getting for that? First of all, they don't have to spend any more money, and they're living there. But they get unbelievable swimming pools and gyms, and now they're putting pickleball. They're putting what else? I went to my buddy's rental in Miami, and they have a podcast room.
Oh wow.
So it's all the kids hang out in the podcast rooms, and there's all iPhones hanging from the ceiling, and they're all like broadcasting.
Wow.
And it's part of the rental. You have to actually reserve it. Originally they were leaving it all open for people to use it, and everybody was like hanging out in there, right? So that's the new trend is podcast rooms in rentals, because they know that they're all younger people.
Yeah.
They're all in their 20s and 30s, and they're all on social media, and they all hang out there. And it gives them all the infrastructure to be able to broadcast on YouTube and all that.
Wow.
So that's like once somebody sees that this person's living in a place that has that room, that they're going to be like, I want to live. And only the new buildings have that. Pickleball, great gymnasiums with those, what are those bikes called?
Peloton.
Yeah, they got Peloton bikes. They got giant TVs where the woman is everybody's in there. It's like a high-end gym that you'd pay $100 a month for, and it's free, and it's part of the rental. So they're jacking up the rental price to $3,000 a month, but yet you look at what else you get, and you probably don't have to join a gym, and you probably don't have to make your videos in your house now. Now you can make your videos in this room. This is Hallandale now that we're in, which is another city in Broward County, and in another mile we'll be in Miami. And then that first city in Miami is Aventura, and that's where the mall is. So we're almost there. We'll be there in 10 minutes. It was much better to go this way than the highway. I'm glad we went this way. Traffic doesn't seem that bad.
For the last switcheroo.
Oh yeah, it worked out, and it'd be perfect too, because by the time we get there, the mall's going to be opening. This is actually a very cool Apple store. This Apple store it's huge. It's got like a 100-foot ceiling, and it's got bleachers that go all the way up.
Oh.
And everybody sits on the bleachers, and on the bottom of the bleachers there's a giant video wall. And every 20 minutes, there's these 2 employees that come out with the headsets, and one of them will come out, let's say, with the iPhone or the iPad pen, and now they do this synchronized presentation with the video screen in the back, teaching you about this iPhone. So people go in there and buy food, bring in there, sit there for an hour, and just sit and watch these Apple presentations.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing nothing, go inside the Apple store and go up the bleachers and sit on those bleachers and just wait 10-15 minutes, and maybe you'll see one of the presentations. I know they do them a lot on the weekends, but it's Friday, and if there's a lot of people there, the manager will just say, go do something up there. They try to entertain the people that are in there. Yeah, I was gonna say, take your money, your passports, your phone charger, your headphones, your sunglasses, your hat, and just better to have all that. You know,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
all
But
that.
is it an outdoor mall? Is that right?
No,
No.
no, everything's inside.
Everything's
I was
inside.
thinking it might be cold with the air conditioning.
It could be a little chilly. It could be a little chilly, but it's a good chilly. I
Yeah.
mean, it is, because you'll be walking around, and the kids are going to be probably running around. If
Yeah.
you set them free in there, they're going to want to. It's so big,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of kids in there. It's a
Yeah.
rich mall. This area is a very wealthy area, mostly Europeans, Central and South Americans, very big Brazilian, Argentinian, and Venezuelan community. A lot of Latin speaking. I'd say half the people that are in this mall speak Spanish. But it's a very high-end mall. Malls are going out of business throughout the country.
Yeah,
This one, they're actually building buildings in the parking lot to make them all bigger.
Wow.
So that the parking lot, they don't need a big parking lot anymore. For some reason, when they built the mall, they built an unbelievably big parking lot. But nowadays, people are taking Uber. They're not taking cars. They're walking there because there's all condos and everything around it. They're taking, let's say, that section of the parking lot and building a restaurant there. You know, so the mall, other than going out of business, it's actually growing. They're actually renovating it. That third floor food court is only a couple of years old. They built another floor just with a giant food court with all nice healthy places to eat. That's what I would suggest when you're going to have lunch. Go up to the third floor, and that's probably where I'm going to drop you off. I believe this van fits underneath there. I got to check that. I think it does. It's tight, but it does fit. So I probably will drop you off at the food court upstairs, and I believe that food court door is open, even though the mall doors might not open because it needs the workers to go in there,
Yeah.
and a lot of people go there early. So I'm going to make sure we'll get out together, and I'll show you that. I'll walk you right to the front doors of that food court. It's either that, or I drop you off in front of the Apple store downstairs, or at the supermarket right across the way. So this is the horse track to the left. See the horse?
Oh yeah, the big.
Yeah, that's Gulfstream Horse Racing, which is an outdoor mall.
Good job, Michelle. It's a horse track, Michelle.
Yeah, horse racing, gambling. They gamble on the horses, and there's also a little casino in there too. It's an outdoor mall.
What is this?
Hello. How are you? Good. Want a mint?
Look at that Mercedes Jeep there. Like that back tire thing, which no way they can fit a tire in there. Probably just extra storage.
Yeah, they're knocking down this next. They said, I heard they're knocking this. These people are trying to sue the developer. The person that owned this mobile park, been there for like 60, 70 years. All these people are getting kicked out. They all got eviction notices. I believe somebody lives there right there.
Oh man.
Yeah. And they paid for those, you know, so So the developer bought this, and now he wants to buy that and build a big building like that.
Oh my god.
And they're all suing him. He bought all of this, kind of. Yeah. All right, so I think when we pass this light, we're in Miami. I think we should see a welcome. Here it is. See, entering Dade County, Miami-Dade. So basically, see, it says Aventura. This is right now. I don't know why it's here and not the light. It might be the light, but it's either there or the light. Once we pass the light, now we're in Aventura, which is a Miami, that Miami city. And everything is going to start looking high end over here. Those little ghetto back there, but here it's going to be all brand new, high end, expensive, rich. But this is spreading that way. That's not going to spread this way, right? So this neighborhood is not going to go worse. That neighborhood's getting better. So everybody that's can't find what they're looking for in Aventura are going to go to Hallandale. But there is a difference between living in Broward County and Dade County. There is a difference. So you can go one block over and live there, and you're living in a different county, and there's different taxes, different laws, different rules.
Nick, is this street pronounced Biscayne?
Yeah.
Biscayne.
Yeah, it's got a couple of different names. US 1 is the government name, and then Biscayne Boulevard is the name that that everybody knows it as, but it's also called Federal Highway. So it's got three names: US 1, Biscayne Boulevard, Federal Highway. And usually it's more Biscayne Boulevard in Miami, and then it's more Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. So when we got on it in Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale by the airport, it was called Federal Highway. It actually turns into Overseas Highway. So once you pass Miami and you get into Key Biscayne, it turns into Overseas Highway. So the Overseas Highway goes to Key West. So yeah, it goes Federal Highway, US 1, Biscayne Boulevard, Overseas Highway. So the mall is right over this bridge to the left.
Nice.
And that's Aventura. All those buildings to the left is Aventura. There's a big Marriott, JW Marriott, Aventura is there. That's very popular. Golf course, marina. And if you look here, this is the Bright Line train station, that yellow building right there.
Oh, yeah.
This train track right here. Hello, Florida Shuttle Bands. Nick speaking. Hi. Yes. We don't take passengers unless it's 4 or more. No, I don't. If it's under 4 people, you should take an Uber. Yeah, you should just take an Uber. Yeah, you'll be okay. This is Miami's Ubers are the best Ubers in the world. Yeah, I mean, well, if Uber's running late to the port, the shuttles are running late to the port. Ubers aren't slower than the shuttle. They just fit less people. No, the Ubers and the shuttles are all in the same schedule. We're late too. Yeah, we're late too. Yeah. All right. All right. Bye. Yeah, so this is the Bright Line train station right here. They just built it maybe 6 months ago. Yeah. So that yellow train that we saw will come right here. It'll stop here, and then it goes right to downtown Miami. There's no stops in between. So a lot of people that live in Aventura, they did it because of the mall, because now you could take a train to the mall. And these people in Aventura can take a train to anywhere, actually. They can take a train to Miami, they can take a train to Fort Lauderdale, they can take a train to Palm Beach, and they can take a train to Orlando.
Oh, wow.
So it's a very great thing to live next to a Bright Line train station. There's only 4 of them in Florida.
Yeah.
And to live next to one is a great thing, yeah.
So they need to have this on every major city, I feel.
It is a lot of problems. It's killed a lot of people. Yeah, so it's very, people aren't used. People were. It's killing less now, but when it first started, it killed a lot of people. Yeah, because a lot of people walk the tracks. A lot of people, homeless people. A lot of guys are used to driving, and when the thing comes down, they go around it, and they don't realize how fast that train is. They were thinking it was an Amtrak or something, and they didn't realize it was its own track, and that thing doesn't slow down. It does 60 miles an hour. All right, so let me see what I'm going to do here. I could go through here. This is the mall right here. So you got 20 minutes before the mall opens. So let me just show you around. Then we'll go to the parking garage, and then I should be able to walk you to the food court. Yeah, I think this is where the Publix is. So the supermarket is right here, I believe. Yeah, Publix is right here. Okay, so sometimes I drop people off at this Publix when it's before 10. Then they go inside the Publix, they get something to drink, something to eat, and usually it is around this time, and then they just walk across to the mall. So that's one option.
Okay.
The other option is to show you where the Apple store is, because that would be the other option. So even when I pick you up, you can tell me where you are. Okay. You can tell me, I'm at the Publix. This is the supermarket, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the parking garage I would go up to bring you to the food court. And right there, where that little decoration thing is right there, that's where the Apple store is.
I see.
So that's an outside courtyard right there. And the Apple store is right behind those bushes.
I see.
Let me see if I can, let's go through here. Let me see if I can fit in here.
Do you feel like the food court is fair? I know, it's more for convenience. What is more convenient for you to for us to head to get picked up?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me now. I don't have a busy day today, so. And I've been in here before. I just got to make sure that I always forget which van I bring in. But as long as that antenna hits, as long as that antenna goes up, I just got to make sure.
You're going to get your car detailed while you're shopping.
Actually, there's a which one do I go up? Left one? Actually, there's a Tesla dealership in here,
Oh, what?
and a Rivian dealership in here. So downstairs they do free Tesla charging and free Tesla details.
Okay.
If you bought the Tesla at the Aventura Mall. So you'll see it when you go in there. You'll see a Tesla dealership and you'll see a Rivian dealership in there. And there's a lot of people in there sitting in the cars and playing with the cars. But at the bottom level, yeah, I'll make it. Yeah, I can make it in this parking garage, yeah. On the bottom level, you'll see them washing the cars and detailing the cars, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Tonight, this evening might be busier here. Maybe we'll just meet you at the Publix or something.
Oh, yeah, you let me know.
Okay.
So I believe this is the entrance. So we'll get out and we'll walk. I let you guys go in the back. All right. I'm gonna leave the car run and put the blinkers on, lock the back, and then we'll walk. I think this is it right here. And then we'll walk. See mall access. So we're gonna walk, and we're gonna go go to the food court right now. And I'm pretty sure those doors are gonna be open. And then at that point, I could just leave you in there.
Okay.
And then you'll know now if you want to meet me at the food court.
Yeah.
You'll know where you're going to meet me. You'd meet me right by these yellow poles right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to open that door for you. Oh, the seatbelt? I have to do the seatbelt, so it's got a little child lock on it. I got to use my headphones to take it off.
Nishi? Is Michelle still...
And we're going to put everything in the trailer, okay?
Okay.
That you don't want to take in the wall.
Daddy, pretend I'm here at school.
Grab your backpack. We're gonna
Daddy, pretend I'm going to school. Daddy, pretend I'm going to school.
Hey, can you go to school?
Mommy.
Hello, Port Miami Shuttles. Nick speaking.
Yes, I was calling to get some prices for a shuttle service from Fort Lauderdale to Everglades cruise point.
For how many people?
It would be like eight people, and I would say probably with me. Excuse me, sir. We have eight people that's going on a cruise on luggage and their luggage. Traveling from Western Florida and Vacation Village in Weston.
And you're going to Port Everglades?
You're going on a cruise tomorrow.
You said tomorrow morning?
Yes.
I'm sorry, we're not available tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.